Shanti. Om Shanti. Om Shanti. Let's sit in soul consciousness. Godly student, spiritual student. See yourself in light body and soul clearly visible. We angels are studying. We'll have different intoxication. But today, the angels are studying. Baba is telling, sweet children, this knowledge that the Father teaches you. To whom He is teaching? We are His children. His Bap Dada's children will be angel. We are His angel children. Has nothing to do with occult power. We don't go behind occult power, tantra, mantra, but He has given a different kind of mantra. Man mana bhava. The magic mantra does not work for studying. If we go for tantra mantra and ask the tantric, it give me some power that I get all this Avyak Murli into my mind. Never ever he can do that. Out of his, because it is godly study, and only when God give power one can understand. So how intoxicating it is. Just think that nobody can understand it. Even biggest tantric also cannot understand it without permission of God, without God giving them divya buddhi, divine intellect. And He has given us divine intellect. We are godly student with divine intellect. Why does the deities say to be wise whereas human beings are not? Because the deities were full of all virtues. Wise, a complete soul consciousness is the state of complete wisdom. Complete soul consciousness. And that's why deities are wise. They're full, and when it is soul consciousness, then only all virtues are there. So, deities were full of all virtues, whereas human beings have no virtues. It is because the deities were wise that people worship them. Their batteries were charged, and this is why they are said to be worth a pound. When their batteries become discharged, they are only worth a penny, and they would be called senseless. When there is no charge in soul, then only soul is body conscious also. Everything is interrelated. When soul is full charged, it is soul conscious as well as full of all virtues, as well as wise, as well as worth a pound. But now senseless and sensible. Soul is sensible when they are charged. Om Shanti. Father has explained to you children that this is a place of study. This is a study. You attain that status through this study. This should be considered to be a school or university. This should be considered to be a school or university. People he come here from far away to study. What do they come here to study? They have that aim and objective in their intellect. We come here to study, and the one teaching us is called the teacher. The versions of God is the Gita. There is nothing else. The Gita is the book of the one who teaches. But he doesn't actually read a book. He doesn't hold a Gita in his hand. These are the versions of God. It is direct versions of God. This is not any bookish knowledge. Very, very important. And that's why it is strange to the world because which is there in book, somehow the other person would have read. But which is godly version cannot be found elsewhere. Only God can give us. The human beings cannot be called God. God is one, the highest on high. The incorporeal world, the subtle region, and the corporeal world are the whole universe. Even the scientists don't know what is the definition of universe. The space around is known as universe, right? The science give different definition, but the silence knows something else. How nice. So the incorporeal world, subtle region, and corporeal world are the whole universe. Here the picture they have given. Someday I want to paste all this picture in English Murli also. But fastly all things goes on. I don't hear. The world was shown. Yeah, this is the whole universe is this. Yeah. The Mool Vatan Brahma Lok, incorporeal world, Suksham Vatan subtle world, and or angelic world also you can say. This is corporeal world. So this whole is the universe. But so the play is not performed in the incorporeal world or the subtle reason. It is acted out in the corporeal world, in the globe, in the corporeal world only drama is going on. This is the theater, the unlimited theater, where unlimited actor and actresses are coming to play their part. There from their home they come at their own time and now all will but the only beauty of this place all pack up together to go back to Paramdham. So how nice, no? But all come at different time. As like in movie, one character may come from beginning, some other time. Very nice to think about that. But this knowledge should come in practical also, which we need to practice. We need to keep on seeing everyone as they're acting, reminding us they have come, they are playing their act. Nothing is getting destroyed and nothing is getting waste, nothing is going negative and nothing is there positive. And that's why, some has told that world is the world, life or the world are like boiling water or the bubbles of water. It goes off, it comes again, goes off, it comes again. But that is not exactly proper definition because it comes very appropriately, second by second is accurate. So even we cannot say that. Yeah, we can say like a giant wheel. One goes up, then another come down, then another curve goes up, then another comes down. The cycle of 84 birth is also here. This is called play of the cycle of 84. This is predestined play. These matter have to be understood. because you are receiving the directions of God, the highest on high. There is nothing else. Only the one is called one with all powers. He is one with all powers, and that's why he is called World Almighty Authority. He himself explained the meaning of word authority. People do not understand this because all of them are Tamopradhan. He is World Almighty Authority because he don't come into the birth and death, and when he comes down, comes by winning over Maya. He don't come under the effect of Maya. He's detached from the body. He detached from the nature, and that's why he's authority, almighty authority. And when we also practice and become like that, ashariri, bodiless, we practice and we become winner of nature and Maya, we become master almighty authority. So people do not understand this because all of them are tamopradhan. This is called iron age. It is not that in the iron age for some, golden age for some, and silver age for others. No. Since it is now hell, human beings can't say that this is heaven for them. Nobody can say it is heaven for them because there is who can say, I will never fall sick because it is heaven for me. If it is heaven, nobody should fall sick because they have lot of wealth and property. That is not possible. This play is predestined. This play is predestined. The golden age is now in the past. It cannot exist together with the Kali Yuga at this time. All of this matter have to be understood. The father sits here and explains all of these things. It used to be their kingdom in the golden age. The people of Bharat of that time are called golden aged. Now they would surely be called iron aged. When they are golden aged, that was called heaven. It isn't that hell would be also called heaven. People have their own states. When they have the happiness of wealth, they consider themselves to be in heaven. I have a lot of wealth, so I am in heaven. However, reasoning says that that is not possible. This is hell. Even though someone may have 1 to 2 million, this world is diseased. Even though someone may have 1 or 2 million, this world is diseased. The golden age is called world that is free from disease. It is the same world in the golden age. It is called yogi world. Point to note, in the golden age it is called yogi world, whereas in iron age it is called bhogi world. Those who indulge in sensual pleasure is bhogi world. There are yogi teachers show his there they are yogi because there are no vices there. So this is a it is not that everyone do yoga there, no, but there is no vices, and with the yoga power only the world runs. What yoga and power we accumulate now, with the same power only the world runs. So this is a school and there's no question of having power. Would a teacher show his power? You have the aim and objective of becoming so and so. Through the study, you change from human beings into deities. It is not a matter of magic, mantra, or occult power. The change is not through any other this kind of power. This is a school. Like in the other school, they become barrister and all by studying properly and bringing that in our practical life. We become that. Is there anything to do with occult power in a school? They study and become doctor or barrister. Lakshmi and Narayan too were human beings, but they were pure. This is why they are called deities. You definitely do have to become pure. This is an impure old world. People think that it takes hundreds of thousands of years for the world to become old. Only after the Iron Age Will the golden age come? You are now at confluence age. No one knows about this confluence age. They have shown the golden age to be hundreds of thousands of years. The Father comes and explains these things. He is called Supreme Soul, the Father of all souls is called Baba. He does not have any other name. Baba name is Shiv. People also go to Shiv temples. Only the Supreme Soul, Shiv, is called the incorporeal. One second. So he does not have a human body. You souls come here to play your part, and this is why you receive human bodies. He is Shiv, and you are the Shaligram. People worship Shiv and the Shaligram because they have been and gone in living form. They must have done something before they departed. That's why they are being worshipped. This is why they are well known and worshipped. No one knows about their previous birth. They are praised in this birth. People worship the deities. In this birth, many have become leaders too. Stamps are produced of very good sages and holy men who have been and gone to make them famous. Whose name would be remembered as the greatest here? Who is the greatest of all here? It is God who is the highest on high. He is the incorporeal. His praise is completely separate. The praise of the deities is separate from that of human beings. Human beings cannot be called deities. The deities had all the virtues. Lakshmi Narayan have been and gone. They were the pure masters of the world, and they are worshipped because pure ones are worthy of worship. Those who are impure cannot be said to be worthy of worship. Impure ones always worship pure ones. When a Kumari is pure, she is worshipped. But when she becomes impure, she has to bow down at everyone's feet. At this time, all are impure, whereas everyone in the golden age was pure. That was a pure world, and the Iron Age is an impure world. This is why they call out the purifier Father. They do not call out to him when they are pure. The Father himself says, "No one remember me at the time of happiness." This refers to Bharat alone. The Father only comes in Bharat. Bharat has become impure at this time. It is Bharat that was pure. If you want to see the pure deities, you can go to the temples and see them there. All of the deities were pure, and the heads of them are shown in the temples. In the kingdom of Lakshmi and Narayan, all were pure, as were the king and queen. So the subjects at this time all are impure. Everyone continues to call out, "O purifier, come." The Yeah, Shanti, suddenly the internet is gone. Yeah, let me start again. Right, into- but it is coming in one laptop, another laptop it is not coming. We try again. Yeah, it came. Yeah, the souls shed their bodies and take others. They have to be 84 births. There cannot be 8.4 million births. The father explains this world was new and righteous in the golden age. And this same world then become unrighteous. That is the land of truth, where everyone speaks the truth. Bharat is called land of truth. This land of falsehood then becomes the land of truth. Only the true Father comes and creates that land of truth. He is called true emperor, the truth. And this is the land of falsehood, where whatever people say is false. Deities have sensible intellect, and human beings worship them. It is said, wise and senseless. Father tells you who you who to you who makes you wise and who then makes you senseless. It is Father that who makes you wise and full of all virtues. He himself comes and gives you his own introduction. Just as you are souls and your bodies here to play your parts, so I to enter this one just once. You know that he is the only one. He is called Almighty Authority. No human being can be called Almighty Authority. Even Lakshmi and Narayan cannot be called because there is also the one who gives them power. Impure human beings cannot have power. Power that souls have gradually becomes degraded. That is, the Satu Pradhan power that souls had then become Tamo Pradhan power. Similarly, a motor car comes to a standstill when there is no petrol in it. This battery does not become discharged again and again. It has been given its full time. At the end of the Iron Age, the battery becomes cold. The Satupradhan master of the world lost their power because they became Tamopradhan. They had no power left. We were Satopradhan masters. We lost our power because we became Tamopradhan. We had no power left. Then they become worth not a penny. When there was the deity religion in Bharat, they were worth a pound. It is called religion is might, and there is power in deity religion. No other religion has power. This is religion is might. They were the master of the world. What power did they have? They didn't have the power to fight and all. No, they show the deities fighting, but deities didn't have power to fight and all. They received spiritual power, right? Power from Father, the Almighty Authority. What is power? Father explains, sweetest children, you souls were Satupradhan and now Tamopradhan. Instead of being master of the world, you have become slaves to the world. That is the power of becoming that we are master of the world. To become slave is the weakness. The father explains, Ravan, the five eyes snatched away all your strength. This is why the people of Bharat have become poverty stricken. Do not think that scientists have a lot of power. There is not power. That is not power. This is spiritual power. The main power is spiritual power that you receive by having yoga with Almighty Authority Father. It is as though a war is taking place between science and silence at this time. You go into silence and you receive power through that. By receiving the power of silence, you go to the world of silence. You remember the Father and you detach yourself from your bodies. You go into silence and receive power through that. By receiving the power of silence, you go to the world of silence, Param Dham. So you remember Father and you detach yourself from your bodies. On the path of devotion, you beat your heads a great deal in order to go to God. In devotion, all want moksha. What and all they do. But however, because of calling him omnipresent, you couldn't find the path because we were remembering him, but we were telling him he's omnipresent, everywhere he's present. So we could not find the path. You became Tamopradhan. Yeah, he's one and he's not omnipresent. So this is a study. The study cannot be called power. Father says, first of all, become pure and then understand knowledge of how the world cycle turns. The Father alone is knowledgeful. There is no question of power in that. Children do not know how the world cycle turns. You, after are playing your part. This is an unlimited drama. Previously, when people used to perform their parts in a drama, the actor could be changed. However, now they make films. It is easy for the father to explain using the example of a film. Those are little films, and this is the big one. In a play, worldly drama, the actors can be changed. This drama is eternal, and once something has been shot, it cannot be changed. This whole world is an unlimited film, and there is no question of power. Amba is called Shakti, but she still has a name. Why she is called Amba? Amba, any Saraswati. What did she do when she was here? You now understand that Amba and Lakshmi are highest on high. Amba, any Saraswati, then become Lakshmi. Only you children understand this. You become knowledgeful and you are also taught purity. That purity continues for half a cycle. Father then comes and shows you the path of purity. People calls out to him. Let's sit in remembrance 2 minutes. So this traffic control, no, before what I'll do is, okay, I'm reading Murli, no problem, or I'm doing this work. But very few souls are doing this traffic control. So this will also get counted in the marks. If 3 minutes also we cannot control our karmendriya, then how can we control for long time? If 3 minutes we cannot sit karmatit, that detach from all the karma, then how will attain complete karmatit state? So I just thought, no, today whatever happened, every traffic control have to do. So he is supreme soul. Souls become supreme by studying with the supreme. Hmm. Someone who is pure is called supreme. You are now impure. The Father is ever pure. There is a difference. Only when the one who is ever pure comes here does he give you your inheritance and teach you. He entered this one and himself tells you that he is your father. I definitely need a carrier. How else would the soul speak? The chariot is also well known. The lucky chariot, Bhagirath, is remembered. So the lucky chariot is a human being. It is not the question of a horse chariot. In Gita they have shown horse chariot. A human chariot is needed so that he can sit in it and explain to human beings. They have then shown a horse chariot. This human being is called the lucky chariot. In here means in today's world, some animals are looked after so well. Even human beings are not cared for as much. People love their dogs so much that they will not allow their parents to stay in home, but they'll allow lots of dogs. So they even love horses and cows. They have dog exhibitions. None of that would exist there. Would Lakshmi Narayan look after dogs? You children now know that all human beings at this time have tamo pradhan intellect, and that's why that they have to be made sattva pradhan. That's why they have tamo pradhan kind of selection of pets also. Their horses, it is see, are not such that people would have to serve them. The father explained, look, what's your condition has become. Ravan has made your condition like that. He is your enemy. However, you don't know when this enemy takes birth. You don't know about the birth of Shiv or even about the birth of Ravan. The father tells you that Ravan comes at the end of Silver Age and at the beginning of the Copper Age. Why has he been shown with 10 heads? Why do people burn his effigy everywhere? No one knows that you are now studying to change from human beings into deities. Those who don't study cannot become deities. They will then come when the kingdom of Ravan begins. You now that you belong to the deity religion and that sapling is now being planted, the father says, I come every 5,000 years and teach you in this way. At this time, the tree of the whole world has become old. When it was new, there was just one deity religion, and then they gradually came down. The Father is telling you the account of 84th birth because he is knowledgeful. To the sweetest beloved, Acha, to the sweetest, beloved, long lost, and now found children. Love, reverence, and good morning. From Mother, Father, and Bap Dada, the spiritual father says Namaste to the spiritual children. From we spiritual children also, love, reverence, and good morning. From Mother, Father, Bap Dada, Namaste Baba, Namaste, Shukriya Baba, Shukriya. Essence for Dharna, accumulate the power of silence. You have to go to the world of silence with the power of silence. Take power by having remembrance of the Father and become master. Free yourself from slavery. By studying with Supreme, you souls become supreme. Only follow the path of purity because purity and become pure and make other pure. Become a guide. The first is silence and the second is purity. Blessing the Baptata blessing hand over your head. May you be a special soul who has the knowledge of Alpha, God, and follow the original religion of purity. Baptata is pleased that each of his children is a special soul, whether he is old, uneducated, infant, a youth, or a householder. Compared to the world, he is special. In the world, those may be great politician, actor, and scientists, but if they do not know God, what do they know? Your intellect has faith, and you say with spiritual intoxication that they can continue searching, but you have attained Him. While living in your household, you have adopted the original religion of purity, so you have become a pure soul, special soul, right? Slogan is someone who remains constantly happy hearted, is loved by himself and everyone else. Who remain happy hearted? Remain is loved